Alright everyone, NPC Unknown here and welcome to the channel. And in this video today we've got an article from Gamesradar talking about how Overwatch 2 beta is fun but feels like Overwatch 1.5. The beta looks gorgeous and is a total blast but feels more like an update than an entirely new game. It's golden hour in Helios. Okay, so if you don't know or you haven't played the beta, maps that will carry over from Overwatch 1 into Overwatch 2 have been given this kind of new time of day, so there's almost like a filter, the sun setting, it's a bit darker or it's a bit lighter. It is what it is. And it says that people who probably haven't seen anything like this before, the low-hanging sun bathes the whitewashed buildings in a soft orange hue. The ancient ruins seem to emit their own glow of light. So basically, graphically, it's a step up and it does look nice. But aside from the update of visuals, the hero tweaks Overwatch 2 feels more like Overwatch 1.5. For big fans of Overwatch, this may not be enough, but those of you looking for a revamp take on the game that redefined the hero shooter, disappointment lays ahead. The pros of the Overwatch 2 beta. Overwatch 2's biggest standouts are its new graphics and hero reworks. The game looks like it belongs on current gen consoles. While many of the maps available during the beta are the same ones we've been playing in the original game, they've all got gorgeous lighting upgrades. Helios and Iconwild are set during sunset, while Oasis matches taking place at midnight under an eerie glow of the moon. The lighting and time of day changes are a pleasant surprise for returning players, and the new push mode is fun. Yeah, it actually is quite fun. It can be quite competitive once people get used to new hero reworks, but that's just my personal opinion. But it's Orisa and Doomfist that will delight you. We knew that the two heroes were getting major reworks for Overwatch 2, but it isn't until you get a chance to play them that you realize just how much they've been overhauled. Orisa, once the slowest shield tank of all the tanks, is now a shieldless dive tank and an absolute beast, armed with a javelin that can deflect projectiles. It can also get tossed across the map for some sick snipe shots. Orisa in Overwatch 2 is nothing like Orisa you once knew. She's a blast. Her adjustments make perfect sense for the new 5 versus 5 mechanics. Doomfist is no longer a DPS hero and is now a tank. He has more health, so he can survive for longer in firefights. And he hurts just as much as he used to, if not more. Facing an enemy, Doomfist is a nightmare, as he can jump into the fray, pummel you and jump away fast, and you can say heroes never die. Several other heroes have gotten reworks that dramatically shift the meta. Bastion, once relegated to the pirate ship comp, where he just post behind an Orisa shield and just be in turret form, is faster and more mobile, with an ultimate ability that fires 3 massive artillery shells into the air, raining pain down on its targets. Sombra can do more damage and can stalk enemies after hacking them, and deal more damage to whoever she's hacked. Cassidy has a new grenade in place of his flashbang. Reinhardt has 2 fire strikes, and a few other heroes have gotten tweaks that feel more holistic in terms of the larger game changes. And long-time Overwatch fans will feel a special kind of delight in hearing all the new voice lines from the heroes, whether it's treats uttered during the fight, or a sassy conversation before the match begins. Every character has a range of new voice lines, and added more depth to the universe. As Amora one trick, I'm ecstatic to hear more bitchy lines spat out from her Irish accent. When Orisa snaps back at her before a match, these little details are a reminder of how much we love to have these characters even after all these years of content droughts. So then we have obviously the cons to the Overwatch 2 beta. Save for a couple of games, all my Overwatch matches are on the same maps I've always played on, so you won't be judging for thinking you accidentally booted up the original game and not the sequel's beta. Okay, the beta does have 3 new maps in there. Obviously they rotate, so it can be difficult to get onto those maps. It's even hard to notice the new 5 versus 5 formations at first, as you could easily be under the impression you're facing a really aggressive, sweaty team of 6. No one walks away from a firefight thanks to the absence of the second tank, which makes Overwatch 2 feel a hell of a lot more like a traditional first-person shooter than it has before. If you aren't comfortable with the gunplay of the game or the mechanics, you're going to get thrashed. If your team favors a diver tank like Orisa or D.Va or Doomfist, you have absolutely no cover in major firefights. The dive meta that had early Overwatch in a vice like grip is back. Then there's the polarizing UI rework, which has been redesigned in favor of a minimalist look that echoes other first-person shooters. I personally don't mind the UI, I think it looks quite clean. The minimalist UI design coupled with changes to the weapons fire audio makes it feel like Blizzard is trying to nudge Overwatch 2 closer to games like Valorant and Apex Legends, but players who fell in love with the cartoony vibe of the previous game might feel it's a bit soulless. Yeah, there's been a new audio design, and you can definitely hear it on weapons like Reaper's shotguns or Soldier 76. Again, it's something I like. I just really like the sound of what I've heard in the beta so far. So the beta, final word. Overwatch 2 is hell of fun. The hero reworks are brilliant. On the first day it was available, I lost hours to the beta without realizing it. I've lost hours to the beta without actually finishing a game because the server keeps kicking me, but it's a beta, so I digress and let it be what it is for now. Overwatch 2 feels like a meaty expansion pack with a visual overhaul to Overwatch 1, with people calling it Overwatch 1.5. We will see what happens to it once the actual game launches October 4th on all major consoles and PC. So that's it from me. I'm the NPC Unknown. Thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. From me to you, this video is game over.